The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Once upon a time, in a peaceful meadow, there lived a flock of sheep. They grazed happily all day, their soft wool swaying in the breeze. But in the shadows of the hills there was a hungry wolf. He watched the flock from afar, his eyes gleaming with desire. He knew he couldn't just attack the sheep outright. They were too many and too watchful. So the wolf came up with a devious plan. One night, while the flock slept, the wolf crept into the barn where the sheep gathered. There he found an old sheep's pelt, discarded after it had been sheared. With a wicked grin, he slipped into the skin of the sheep, making himself look just like one of the flock. His fur was hidden, his sharp teeth were concealed, and his menacing eyes were the only giveaway, if anyone knew what to look for. The next morning, the sheep stirred and began their usual routine, blissfully unaware of the wolf in their midst. The wolf, now disguised, trotted along with them, pretending to graze and bleat like the others. The sheep, trusting and naive, didn't suspect a thing. Day after day, the wolf followed the flock, growing bolder with each passing moment. He watched as the sheep turned their backs to him, never once thinking that the gentle sheep beside them was a predator in disguise. But as the days wore on, one clever sheep began to notice something strange. The wolf's movements, though subtle, didn't quite match the others. There was a certain stiffness, a hunger in his eyes that the other sheep didn't have. The suspicious sheep began to whisper to the others, warning them about the odd behaviour. Soon the shepherd noticed too. He watched closely, and one day, as the wolf tried to sneak into the flock, the shepherd sprang into action. With a sharp whistle, he called his dogs, and they quickly surrounded the disguised wolf. He tried to flee, but it was too late. The clever sheep had warned the flock, and the wolf was caught red-handed, his disguise falling apart. And so the wolf learned a hard lesson. No matter how clever the disguise, the truth will always come to light. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to help the channel grow.